Good. Ready?
Yes.
Ready? 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 You ready?
Ready.
Hi.
Breathe easy.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to the Breathe Easy podcast. We gonna have a short show today because
That's what
life happens.
Yes. Just for today.
So welcome, guys, and it's me, T True, and I have my friend here today.
Me, Mel Swell.
And what?
Swell. Because I'm a swell person.
Hey, is that the new word for like gay?
What? Is it?
I don't know. You know how
Neither.
people be like they're gay, they're happy.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just not, I'm not gay.
Okay,
I'm just
you're
happy. So
swell.
I'm swell.
All right. So what's going on? What's been going on?
Nothing much. Everything's the same. Just, trying to get over this. Trying to get back to normal life. What is normal life? But
Yeah, what is normal life?
right?
I don't
Because now
remember.
there is no normal life because you gotta walk around with the mask. You gotta sanitize, which is good,
Speaking of that, I just walked inside the gas station with no mask on. Like I completely forgot.
right? And the man, he was just like, "Hello."
Yeah, you forgot your mask. He still let me get what I had to get, but
Of course, because there's no normalcy to that. It's just like, do we really want to walk around with the mask?
Do you think it's
all
ever
day
gonna
long?
go back to normal?
No.
You don't think so? You think
No.
this is just life? We gonna wear masks all the time?
Yes, I do. I don't think that because everybody's been traumatized to the point where it's like, do you even want to go back to normal? Going back to normal might be another disease out there.
But we've been living so long with all these other diseases.
But apparently, this is population control on 1,000. And they
Okay, so
really-
what you think about the push for the vaccine? Don't you think that would help with not having to wear a mask?
No, because they had that first strand came out, then they made the vaccine for 6 months. In the 6 months, which I think is ridiculous. But then as soon as they made that one vaccine, now 7 more strands then came out. They say
It's
that you can't,
mutating.
exactly. They say you can't contract COVID after one time, but I know people that contracted COVID more than once.
Because they probably getting a different strands.
Exactly. So it's just like the flu shot. They make the flu shot,
And then every
but-
year you gotta fucking get another flu shot. 'cause
exactly,
it's a new
because they
flu.
can't control it. Because everybody's not the same. What do you think about it?
But that's what I'm saying. Okay, so if they make a vaccine just like the flu shot, don't you think that it would be back to normal? Like you don't have to wear a mask, and just like every year everybody got to get their COVID shot.
So now it's gonna be something that's gonna be just like with the
Like a flu shot.
like when you get the chicken pox, and they do this. But at the end of the day, that mask, I don't think that would ever have to change, because I don't know if you know this, but it's only in certain areas where the mask is really worn and seen.
Certain areas like what? Give me the tea, bitch.
Like how you just went to the gas station and you didn't have on a mask,
All right,
and
and
you
he
still
still-
got
yeah.
exactly. But there's certain places that you go that you don't have a mask, and they're like, "No, get out now! I'm calling
Yeah.
the police because you don't have a mask." And I think that's the population area where there's the COVID is very, very bad.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you, but I don't know too many people that contracted and died. And everybody that I know that's contracted it, which is not a lot, but the one or two that I do know, they didn't have no symptoms.
Right.
They just
They didn't even know.
got
probably.
sick, and then didn't even know they got sick, and then just happened to go. Like I have my homeboy, he worked for a company, and they just told him, "Oh, go get tested," and he was just like, "Okay," and he's been working the whole time, didn't have no.
But the
sickness
company
or
probably
nothing.
knew that he came in contact with somebody with COVID. That's why they told him to go get tested.
Exactly, and didn't tell him. That's what I told him. And he went and got tested, and he was positive. And
Wow.
he quarantined for 14 days, but did not have not one symptom. But it was mind over matter, because once he found out that he had it, he got sick. So it's like he made himself get sick.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I got COVID, and now he got sick.
Yeah.
But before he found out, he was not sick. He was living his everyday life.
Ain't that
Like
crazy
nothing.
how the fucking mind works?
Yep. That's why them hypochondriacs.
Yo,
You make yourself get sick.
make yourself get fucking sick. But yeah, that's real though. I know a lot of people that have said that they didn't have any symptoms, even though they tested positive.
Mm-hmm.
Like none of the symptoms at all. Like didn't
None.
get sick, nothing, and then just quarantine. But what got me is at the beginning where they were saying you don't get tested twice. So if you go get tested and you're positive and you quarantine for the 14 days, they were just saying, okay, you're good.
What? I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
Everybody
like when
that
this
I know
shit
that
first
got
started.
tested, they got it, they contracted it, and they had to go back after the 14 days, and they went and got tested again.
When the shit first started, they were telling people they go get tested and then quarantine for 14 days, and then they weren't testing you again. It was just like, okay, after you quarantine, you're good.
That's what I'm saying. How do you even know that you even had it? How do you know that it was not like the test had a malfunction? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you know? And I don't understand about this whole testing thing, because you can test me right now, and then I can be out my way. Somebody walking in could cough, and then boom, I sniff it.
Now you got it.
And now I got it. But mind you, I just got tested, and I don't have it. But 24 hours later, now I've got it. So I don't understand. I think everybody, if they're gonna do it like that, I think everybody should get tested, like, or have test kits in their home where they can test themselves.
I don't know what the fuck.
Because that shit is like, it's weird, like it's ridiculous. It's like, how are you supposed to know?
Yeah, this shit is fucking crazy.
It's crazy.
And like you said, we probably never go back to what was normal before. No mask. Like this shit is gonna be like those Asian countries where they always got masks on and shit.
Exactly. What was I watching the other day? And it was something that was back in like 2010, and it was like a movie or something like that. And guess what? Everybody in the movie had on a mask. And you would have thought and then I'm looking at, what was that movie? I should have thought about this. What was that movie? I don't even remember that movie, but I'm like, hold on.
Goes to show.
How did they even know to be wearing a mask? And this was like nowhere near, what's going on right now. And I don't know if you've seen it. It was some Asian movie where they were saying.
Them motherfuckers
What the hell was that?
Them motherfuckers been wearing masks and shit. It was a fucking gunshot. What the fuck?
I'm like, what was that?
But like we were talking about earlier, like homeless people, right?
Oh my god.
Like I wonder what like the homeless people are doing about COVID, and how were they like keeping track of those numbers? You know what I mean? Because like homeless people are like John Doe's and shit.
I don't think homeless people contract COVID.
Oh, they immune?
I think so. I had one guy say, people that do drugs, they don't contract it.
People that do drugs don't.
Yes.
Why?
Because the cocaine already blocks their nose, so they cannot inhale, sniff the COVID, because the cocaine is already. And I was like, that sounds like the dumbest, but you never know.
That sounds like some cocaine.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, okay, like, yeah, you keep doing that, but that's not, how I don't live like that. But so I don't think I've ever known. Oh, well, I don't know a lot of homeless people, but
I'll be wondering, like, with homeless people, like, do they really not have any other option? Do you think like this is like really like this is it for them? They're like on the street begging for money. Like, do you think that that's really it for them? Like they don't have no other option?
No, I think they have. I spoke to this homeless lady, and because I just wanted to ask her husband a tragic death, and I wanted to talk to her, and I picked her brain a little bit to see what was going on, and she said that she didn't want to live in a shelter because she felt like she was in jail. She said she felt like that they told her when to wake up. They told her when to eat. They told her when to shower. They told her everything that she could and could not do. And she did not want to do it. So I said, well, where do you live? And she looked at me and she said, Canal Boulevard. And I was like, wait, what? Where is that? And she pointed by the fucking canal. And I was just like, wow, really?
Her canal is Canal Boulevard.
Yes. And
so when she fill out paperwork or anything, it looked like she lives
Canal Boulevard. And she said she has her tent up. And she said she goes to places that she said there's no reason why a homeless person should stink, because there are too many places where you can go and take a shower. She said she goes inside of Target, she block off the bathroom, the family bathroom, and she go in there and she bathe in the Target bathroom. And she puts a shitload of powder in her crotch. And she was like, poof! And it was like Puff the Magic Dragon. And I was like, that's smart.
That's smart. She trying to get cancer?
Hey, listen,
fucking coochie cancer?
I'm just
fucking powder and shit.
Coochie cancer and don't stink. I don't know whichever floats her boat.
But you see, that's probably the mentality that a lot of them have is like, oh, I don't want to be told what to do.
Yep, I don't want to live I don't want to live in the normal society where I got to get up and go to work every day, and pay these bills and do this and do that. Let me live on my own where I don't have to live under any type of rules or regulations.
Hey, but you gotta have some fucking guts. I mean, a man is bad and not so bad, but as a woman, you gotta have some real fucking guts to be like homeless.
You really do.
And really I mean, I'm not saying like, or it's really a choice. Some people probably really don't have a choice, but you know what I mean? For the people that like her mentality that say that they just don't want to live in a shelter or whatever, get on their feet. You gotta have some guts to just
you really do
walk on the street all hours of night.
You really
and
do.
Just cut your corner and just go to sleep there. Like
you
what
really
the
do.
fuck?
But you know it's so crazy because nowadays majority of them have, and then it's another place that's called Tent City.
Yeah, I heard of that.
And it's like it's a bunch of tents. Because I asked, I'm like, what the hell is Tent City? Mm-hmm. And there's a bunch of tents that homeless they put people up, and it's a bunch of homeless people. And I was like, really? And it's like, and then she was talking to another one of her homeless friends. Let me not say it like that. But she was talking to one of her homeless friends, and she was like, oh, so-and-so, I don't remember the person's name, whatever. She was like, oh, so-and-so, you could tell so-and-so not to come into your tent. Like, don't come into my house.
Like it was their house.
Yeah, and she was like, why would you let them sit on your bed?
Well, they do consider that their house.
And she was like, why would you let them sit on their bed? You know she stinks. And I was like, damn. So that means that they have an air mattress bed inside this tent. And, you know, they're living. And they probably don't have no TV,
right?
But they have phones, and certain places they have Wi-Fi. Mm-mm. So they're living, right? You know, their best life.
Good.
Yeah. And they're not
got
paying
no bills.
Exactly.
Anything wrong with them, they go to the hospital. They gotta treat them
exactly. And it's like, and it's crazy because it's like, unless you see like the homeless people that are crazy. Most homeless people, it's a lot of homeless people that you would not even recognize and say that they are homeless unless they told you. Because if she would have never told me that she was homeless, I would have never thought. She wasn't ugly, she wasn't dirty, her clothes wasn't dirty, she didn't have crusty feet.
Bro,
it's crazy.
You never see the ones that be rich as fuck and that's how they got money is from begging on the street.
Do you remember that lady in Lauderdale? She was at a little at Four Corners.
Yes.
And she'll be out there begging. And
about mommy.
Yeah. And remember she was on Rock Island in that nice ass car.
Yeah.
And she pulled over. She put on her dirty wig and she put on her dirty clothes. It's a lady that's off of Sunrise Boulevard, right by 95.
Right now.
And yeah, in the morning.
See, that's why I be skeptical about giving these motherfuckers money, man.
Me too. Yep.
Yo. All right. Let's say you meet a guy.
Oh God.
You know everything going good or whatever like that. And then, you decide, if you've been talking to him for a while or whatever, then you decide you want to introduce him to your friends and family and stuff. So it's a get together and you bring him there. And then one of your homegirls pull you to the side and they're like, girl, he homeless. Like I seen him on the street the other day begging for money. What would you do?
That's hard because I would be like, I think I would want to see that for myself.
Hold on, so you want to see him on the street begging for money?
I'm just saying because like I can't really go off of what somebody else.
So you're not gonna ask him?
I mean, of course I'm gonna ask him. I'm not just gonna, I'm not.
But then he gonna be like, nah, of course not, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, who's gonna just say, oh yeah, I'm homeless? You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna deny it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I would want to see, like, I would tell my homegirl, like, all right, listen, tell me where you see him at.
All right, so she bring you there, and you see him out there really begging for money.
I'll probably be in denial for him. No, that's not him. No, that's not him. Who did you see? That's not him. That's a man with a wig. But I probably would be like, I don't know. I would ask him, like, I probably would ask him, and I would want to see, like, what happened. Because if he was homeless and he never asked to sleep, or if he never asked to come and stay at my house.
Not because he was living in a shelter.
I don't know. I would have to see. Like, how I don't know. That's kind of hard because.
I mean, would you still fuck with him?
I probably wouldn't fuck him.
No, but you've been fucked him. You've been with him for a little minute.
No, but I know, but that's what I'm saying. I probably wouldn't fuck him no more, but I'll probably still be his
For real? You wouldn't fuck him no more?
Yeah, until I find out.
But everything was going good before you find that out?
Yeah, but now that you know, it's something different. When you don't know, you're blind to it.
So you wouldn't try to help him out?
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't fuck him no more, but I would fuck with him. I wouldn't fuck him.
All right, so let's say you stop fucking with him and you like, all right, I'm gonna help you get on your feet or whatever, and then he end up fucking inventing some shit and becoming like but he get on his feet and he balling now.
But that's what I'm saying. I would. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't leave him high and
dry.
But
would you try to get back with him?
No, because it'll be in the back of my mind. But then again,
this nigga used to be a bum.
Yeah, right? But I don't know because I guess
that's fucked up.
Exactly, because since I've already laid down with him, like what more can I have? You know what I'm saying? It's not like he cheated on me. I mean, honestly, it's like when I first met him, if I didn't realize that he was homeless then, that means that he hides it very well. Now, does this motherfucker have another family? Because he know how to hide that shit like that?
No, he was just a bum in a shelter.
Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could pick with his mic shit. Again. So hit me in the mouth. All the time. All the time.
All right, so.
But what would you do?
I don't think I would leave him. Like you said, like, he hit it so fucking well. Like, I would be like, damn, nigga, you got a mastermind. Let's put this shit to some good use.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, right?
What do you mean?
Because how would you feel like if that's what I'm saying? Like, I probably wouldn't do him no more, but I wouldn't just hide and just dry. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if he can hide that, if he can like mask that so well, bitch, we need to put your mind to use because you got a master plan.
So, it's not a let's say, but what would be, all right, see, like you say, like you wouldn't do him no more. What is the reason? You know what I mean? Just because you found out that he was a bum?
Yeah, because I don't want to get comfortable. Get on your shit. I'm not going to stop being your friend. I'm not going to stop.
Right, but that's what I mean. Like, you was with him for so long or whatever, and then you just found this out. Like, why not just still be with him and just be like,
because that's not what I want. I don't want a homeless man.
But you're not going to be homeless no more because he with you now.
No. You got to have your own. You know what I'm saying? If I was with you for this long, that means that you were doing something that was right. But now that I found out that you're homeless,
he was on the street begging for money.
Well, he was giving me money and he was buying me food. So hey, if he was paying my bills, so apparently he was doing something that was right. But now that I found out that he's homeless, so now baby, let's elevate yourself. Now let's get you. Okay, you fine. You know what you want to panhandle? We'll drop you off in Palm Beach. And nobody can see you. Not Dade, because Dade is too close.
Yo,
we'll do Palm Beach.
Let me tell you, that shit do not matter. The fucking Tri-County. If a motherfucker see you in Dade, they gonna see you in Broward, they gonna see you in Palm Beach. I remember it was a girl from Broward County that used to go way to fucking Palm Beach, Southern Boulevard, to go strip.
That's what
and
I'm
motherfuckers
saying.
From Broward County saw her out there because they used to go out there to the fucking strip club. So it was like, yeah, like all of that shit was unnecessary because you still got seen.
Yeah, but it's not likely that you're more likely to get seen in Dade than you are in Palm Beach. I don't know. I feel like that. I feel like niggas and chicks, they're more likely to go down to Dade for whatever reason than they are to go to Palm Beach. Now, if you live like in Pompano, like up that area, then I think that you're more likely to go to Palm Beach because you're more closer. But if you live in here, like down here, I think you're more likely to go. I think south? You just go south and then instead you going north. So I'm taking Bay north. And Bay for the panhandle, and we finna make this tax-free money, honey.
But see, that's what I mean. I don't think I would leave him.
I'm not gonna leave him because you know what I'm saying.
I would stay with him.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But now that I know, I'm not just gonna be content with him being a bum.
Right? Because if I do stay, and then I see that you're just content with being a fucking bum, like just get this tax-free money.
No.
And then that's a different story.
No, let's get your Social Security together. Well, when we get older,
right?
Time
so
retire, we be set.
We be set.
Collect these points. Yeah.
All right. So speaking of that, this like the new thing. This fucking stocks.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden now, I see everybody trying to invest,
right?
And buy stocks and shit. So like, are you investing?
Yes, I am.
You have a 401k?
Yes, I am. Hey. Yes, I do. I have a RIA too.
IRA.
Yes, that's it, right? I have to say it like that because it never comes out. I'm like IRA. IRA. It's gonna come out somehow, some way, but yes, yes. I mean, I have to look for my kids' future.
But I don't really understand. I understand the 401k and shit, but it's stock market shit and all
You
these
understand?
different
I don't-
stuff. I don't really understand this shit.
Well, the stock market, I just find one that I like, and I buy like a couple of stocks out of it,
But the
and I just
point-
watch it go up and down. That's it.
I believe the point is to find a company or something that's like up and coming or whatever it is where they're selling their shares for
Pennies on
cheap,
a dollar, yes.
right? And then you buy a couple of shares, and then hopefully the company will start doing good. And then, like they're saying, Bitcoin, where it was like
$2
whatever
and some change.
amount, and then now it's like 13,000 or
it's
some
like,
shit
no,
like that.
It's 30,000 now. But the thing
You know what
about
I'm
it is
saying?
that when you invest, you have to invest. Like, let's just say, for instance, if you invest in this microphone, you would have to invest in it when it's up and coming. That takes years,
Right.
for that money to build. So it's not something that you just put your money in and think that's going to turn over today and tomorrow.
Well, what they're saying is, like, in our day and age with this social media shit, you don't have to wait years because all it takes is something to go viral, and they're saying that's what happened with Bitcoin or GameStop or
GameStop.
whatever it is. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know.
Okay. So I invested in AMC. AMC was like, I think it was like $10. No, it was $8 when I invested in it. About a week later, now mind you, I invested this when everything started happening with GameStop,
Mm-hmm.
and so about a week or two later, it jumped up to like $28. I was like, I have a whole $2 profit. I was like, yes, you know what I'm saying? Lord, I don't know why I should have cashed out then. But a few days later, that shit went back down to $8.
Well, it's gonna.
That means it
fluctuate.
crashed. But that's the thing about it is that you have to do something that's not already there. But that's years. You have to wait years.
Well, I don't know. I just feel like I need to take a class or something on this shit and figure out what I'm doing, you know, because I would like to be more.
You know what? Robinhood.
I heard about that
Robinhood
one.
is good, but Robinhood would rob you.
Or Webull. That's another one I heard
Yes. Robinhood, I invested in the only thing I don't like about Robinhood is that when you so what Robinhood does is that let's say for instance if you want to buy some stock on this microphone or whatever the case may be, Robinhood would credit you. Okay, so you go in there and you say, okay, I want to buy this stock. Mind you, you have the money in your account at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But what they'll do is they don't take the money out of your account right then and there. They basically credit you the money. Then within 4 to 5 business days, then they'll take the money out of your account.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're anything like me, I separate my money. So when it comes time for Robinhood to take this money out of my account, baby, that money is gone. Okay? Straight up. Because I forgot that I've done brought this stock with Robinhood. So now, I'm like, oh snap. So now I got to go back and I got to take money out of this account to put it in this account.
But
put
the
money back in
account where
Robinhood.
you say you was doing for Robinhood, you got to just remember not to touch that money.
No, because that's coming out of like one of my main accounts. So now what I did was I took my main account out of it and I put one of the other accounts. So that way when I do go and I do invest, the money is still there. But this is something that I had to learn the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
Because they ended up taking my stock back. Yes, because when they went to go take the money out, it wasn't there, and I didn't look at my phone fast enough to see that they told me, and I didn't look at that because when you do stock, you're not really supposed to look at it every day.
Yeah.
So
I see. I use
didn't.
this one called Stash. So it's pretty simple, you know what I mean, and it has its own account, like. It doesn't go into your bank account. Like, it has its own account. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and you
Robinhood.
put
I got
money
a card,
into
everything
that.
from Robinhood.
Yeah, and that's what you
Set me
use.
up.
That's what I use to, buy the stock. Well, I just started getting interested in this shit. So, like I said, I need to, take a class or something or talk to somebody or whatever and figure out some more. But
yeah, because
I will, though. I will.
No, yeah, for
Then
real,
I'll come
because
back
I
and
want to
say.
know, what kind of what kind of invest? What kind of stock should I invest in?
Well, I can't even remember the one that I did, but it's a pharmaceutical company, and
I think I know what you're talking about.
and yeah, it's like something with women and their estrogen and some shit or whatever. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna just fucking go with it because nowadays the pharmaceutical companies is where it's at.
Making a lot of money with these drugs.
So yeah, so them shits was like $3 a share. So you know what I'm saying?
Oh hell yeah, I need the
I was
name.
like, I'm sure you like that. Yeah, can't tell everybody right.
But
yeah, so I was like, yeah, let me fuck with this or whatever. But we'll see. But the whole point of it is that, you know, it goes up and down. And like you said, you have to watch it like constantly or whatever. And hopefully, you know, that shit go up to like whatever, you know.
Exactly.
And you make a big major profit and then you sell it. That's, you know, I think that's the whole point.
Exactly.
Or whatever, get your money, however it goes down. But
Did
I'm going to
you
figure
see
it
the
out.
guy that he invested in Bitcoin when Bitcoin was like $2.50, and he invested it, and then when Bitcoin got as big as it is now, and he has like 250,000 or 250 million.
Wow.
And he got a kick apart. The fucker couldn't remember his password to get onto Bitcoin account to retrieve his money that's basically for him, because he's paid for this.
Wait,
stock.
but can't he just hit forgot password?
No, they gave him 10 tries. 10 tries to unlock his
Nah,
his
bro,
account.
that's a setup.
And he got down to 8 tries.
That's a setup.
And
It's got to be some
lost
phone number or something like
that
that.
money. He was on the radio and everything saying that they gave him he had 10 tries to, you know, do the unlock password. And
That's
I was
a
like, well,
setup.
what the hell what listen, when I do unlock my password, I know at least something that I put. They have my email, my phone number.
Right.
What did you do?
Right.
Did you even do that? So I'm wondering, do they even have the I forgot my password button on there? Because
Where did he do this at?
he said some Bitcoin account, but everything that I know is through another account that I go through Bitcoin. I don't think that I've never seen that Bitcoin had their own like actual website.
That you just go.
You know what I'm
they
saying?
probably
Go
have a
straight
website,
through,
but just that you go there and be like, okay, I want to buy these.
Yeah,
stocks.
you know what I'm saying. But for you to say that you don't remember the
What
password,
broker did he use?
just, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, they robbed you. Like, that shit's ridiculous.
Yo, wow.
I just was like, I felt so bad for him, and he was like, oh, you know, and it's like nobody can help him because it's only it's only himself.
Yeah.
But what kind of password did you use?
Yeah, that.
Did you use that password? I don't know if your phone does this, where it gives you like suggested passwords. He probably
And
used
it's
like
some
that word
stupid-ass
suggestion,
shit.
like XYZ, capital Z, capital 213.
Yeah.
And then now you're like, fuck. Like you are, oh shit, you know, I got some passwords like that on my phone.
But
I need
see,
to
nowadays, all you got to do is fucking screenshot that shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Fucking screenshot that shit and just go back to the camera roll.
Exactly. Or you can say that shit on Google and
before
that shit,
you change it.
yeah, autofill or Samsung Pass or something like that, and you are good.
But see, that's what's popping right now. Fucking the stock market.
Right?
Yo, I can't wait till I figure this shit out and I be up there with the big leagues on fucking Wall Street, nigga.
Shit, it seems like everybody's gonna be up that. Remember, it was
I
like
know.
only the big white crackers, the lawyers and all that. That was the Wall Street brothers.
Yo,
And now it's like the little
and they
people.
getting mad. They just
Yeah,
getting
they're getting
mad.
mad
That
because-
motherfuckers is figuring this shit out.
Yes, because we're better than them. We're doing it better than them. It's like they thought that they had all the brains and black people and young black people, they were just retarded and we have no sense. But we got more sense and we do it more better than them because we know how to maneuver and we know, you know, about the white product and we know about the black product and they can't maintain. We are that melanin. Yeah. It's popping. It's popping. Boop, boop. It's popping. Yeah.
But yo, I was watching this fucking documentary and shit, and I'm like, even though, like, you know, you learn about this shit like Pangea, you know, the world was called Pangea and shit when it was like one continent and shit. But you don't really be thinking about that shit and whatever. But I was watching this documentary and they were talking about it, and it was like everything was Africa basically. Yeah, and it's like pieces of it broke off and shit, and you know, volcanoes, earthquakes and shit happen and whatever. So I'm like, why people get mad when you be like everything started from Africa? You know what I mean? Like, that's why I don't understand. Like, if you really go back to it, like, no matter what, like, you know, some people believe in science and, you know, history and all of that shit. So if you go back to that and you can see the proof right there, like, why are people trying to deny it still?
Because they don't want to admit that that their great grandfather was melanin, and they just want to feel like they did everything, and they don't want to feel like that. Or we can't give black people power, or we can't make them feel like they are superior to us blonde hair, blue eyes suckers. I'm just saying, just for today.
Look at you, looking like the blonde hair, blue eye motherfuckers.
Who? I got melanin in mine. And
You got a little sprinkle.
No, this is just gray hair.
You got a little sprinkle in you.
This
A little
is
sprinkle of
gray hair.
melanin.
This is gray.
Nah, but this shit was dope that I was watching though, because it was the geologists or whatever you want to call them. They were
What's the name?
they were
What's
showing.
I want to know this. I want to watch.
I'll show you.
Yes.
I gotta look at my phone. But yeah, they were showing how he would look at the different mountains and stuff like that, and that could show you like when different earthquakes happened and when it was cold and it was snowing. You know what I mean? And they're like, yeah, that shit was really dope. But they just showing going back like billions of fucking years and shit like that. And you could see on like some of the mountains where water used to be. I'm talking about these is high ass fucking mountains, and they're showing like water used to be right here. And I'm like, yo, that shit is fucking crazy. Like, that shit is like really fascinating to me. I love watching shit like that.
It is. I listen to. As a matter of fact, today I was watching this little girl. She's allergic to sunlight. Allergic to sunlight. When she goes outside, her skin
Probably the
burns.
UV rays.
Yes, her skin burns. And a doctor said, what they want to do to her, they're going to inject her with what? Melanin, because her skin will not get burned if she has melanin, because the melanin is what protects her skin. And that's why, if you notice, we do not get sunburned.
We can't get burned, but
we have to be there for months.
We have like, it's completely different. The
You know
way
what I'm
how
saying?
they get burned, and they
Yes.
actually like smell like they're getting cooked.
Exactly.
Like really, and it's
Like,
not no diss or no joke.
It's-
Like
it's the
they
truth.
smell like they getting cooked. Yo.
Exactly. It's like when because I've gotten sunburn before, but I literally had to be at the pool for like from sun up to like sundown, and I just got it just on my nose,
Yeah.
and on my cheeks right here. But the doctor said that he had to inject the little girl with melanin in order for her to be able to go outside during the day.
Wow.
She said that her days were her nights,
Wow.
so she would sleep all day long
Ridiculous.
and be up all night. And that's crazy.
But there's a lady. There's a lady that you be watching Botched and shit.
Oh yeah,
The lady on Botched that got all the injections, the melanin injections to make herself dark. And
You see how black she is?
She's from like Switzerland or some shit like that.
Do you see how black she is, dude?
But
Like,
it's not. It don't look like a
It
natural
doesn't-
black.
No, it does not.
Like she looked
just-
like she just been in the sun real
and
long.
it look like she's been freaking baked.
Yo.
And that shit is horrible looking, straight up. It's not a good
ridiculous.
look.
And then she still have the blonde hair. So you have blonde hair and this brown weird color looking
And that's
skin.
ugly. I have an emoji on my phone
Yo.
that they have like, like they have the emoji and the emoji had like blonde hair, blue eyes. So you know how you can change the color of your emojis. And I'm going and I'm like, oh, this is really fucking rude. She was like dark, but they still left the blonde hair and the blue eyes. Who the hell is gonna look like that?
Oh, they do have people that look like that though.
Black people?
Yeah, black people.
Man, this deserve to get slapped 2 times.
Yo.
Just come back with pow. One more pow.
But that just goes to show that like we come in all types of different shades and colors and
No, I've seen
you
that.
know what I mean?
I see like the little babies, but oh my god, their skin is like chocolate and their skin is so clean and nice and beautiful with the blue
Other
eyes.
motherfuckers gotta try to imitate.
Okay, because they cannot
imitate.
how
They
you
can't
say?
duplicate.
There you go. Yeah, yo.
Oh man. Well, ready to wrap it up? What do you think? We can go kick it.
Yes.
Drinking shit.
Yes.
Go kick it.
And drink it.
And drinking shit.
And kicking it.
Go kick it.
And drink it.
Yo, always a good time. Yo, 2 times. Always a good time.
Yes,
with
always.
Mel M. Sassy, what is it?
Mel Swell.
Mel Swell.
Mel Swell.
2 times. Breathe easy. Tea true. We motherfucking out.
Peace. Oh, one time. Okay. But Billy.